Hello students. So in this video I'm going to discuss about the cascading style sheets. What is a CSS, the cascading style sheet? What are its how it is beneficial in HTML, where it is used and how it is used. So if you observe, means right now when you are actually developing the applications, writing the HTML programs and writing the applications, developing the applications. So they are actually run in the browser. As told you that the software which is required to run any HTML program is just a browser there. And we have different kinds of browsers for us. So we mean some may be opting for your Google Chrome, some other may be opting for your the Netscape Navigator, the other may be opting for Internet Explorer, like that different programs, different browsers are there. And now these browsers actually follows HTML specification means uh, the browsers actually they do not always follow the HTML specifications as defined by the standard body. Means not all browsers will follow the same standards there. Instead, actually they added some more HTML tags and attributes, okay, to the original HTML specification. So because of that, the problem arises. Means what I mean to say here is, if suppose Internet Explorer is there, so it is adding its own tags, its own specifications, okay, along with the already available standard tags to the HTML. Likewise, the Netscape Navigator, another browser, it is the Netscape is also adding its own tags, okay, to its browser. So because of this, what happens is applications were no longer browser independent. Now they are browser independent. Means the tags which are developed by the Internet Explorer will be working only as it is in the Internet Explorer. They will not be working as it is in other browsers. Likewise, if suppose it is developed in some other Netscape Navigator, it may not work in the Internet Explorer. So this is because of the browsers were adding the proprietary tags. So the browsers, because they are adding their own tags there arises a problem there. And also it is more difficult to create websites where the content of HTML document and its presentation layout were very cleanly separated. Means actually the HTML file actually specifies what content to be displayed on the screen. Mainly the what content, mainly the content based. HTML documents are content based. So what are the contents which are to be displayed on the screen, they will specify. And also sometimes it is required how it should be presented, means what should be the style of the font as it is, means style of the font sizes, the colors, okay, etc. So, these actually need sometimes what is required is they need to be separated there. So for this what happen means to overcome such problems here, so the generalized solution was adopted by this W World Wide Web Consortium. Okay, so they created styles in addition to the HTML here. So they created the styles there. So what is the style here actually? So when you are actually working with the cascading style sheets, the simple in simple terms, if I specify here that, so they actually allow you to display the document as it is, same look and feel, okay, relevant to any browser. Means whatever the browser which you are using, the same type of font, the same type of color, the same type of style is actually displayed on the screen there. Means if you observe the figure here, so you have a common case. Okay, you have a common case there. Okay, common CSS file there. So what the HTML is going to do here is, what the HTML is going to do here is this common CSS file. From this common CSS file, all the other HTML files are going to take the style and they are going to apply in their own HTML document. There. Means what style should be applied is actually mentioned here, and that style is actually adopted by the other HTML files there. Okay, three HTML. So let us means discuss means let us learn more about this with this example here. See, this is a HTML file. This is one HTML file. In this HTML file, of course, before going to the HTML file, see below one CSS file is there. So CSS file, what we are going to do, you're going to store it with an extension. Separately, you're going to store it with an extension .css. So in this, I'm specifying that the body color means body background color should be black. Body color should be black. And the heading 2 alignment, the text alignment should be center, the color should be blue, and the font family should be Vedana. And the paragraph here. So if you go for the paragraph here, the paragraph font family should be some sans serif and the color should be red. So this is actually the CSS file. Now this is actually stored as one.css. Now this one.css is actually taken here by the HTML document. So here an HTML document, in the head you are specifying link. Okay, what is the relation? It is a style sheet. And type is, it is a text.css file there, and reference, it's reference here. In reference you are going to specify one.css file. And now you are simply saying h1, the HTML page uses the CSS, h2, this is a new head. Now here it is. So the h2 actually the new header. Normally when this CSS not is applied, it will display as it is. Now this particular new, this is new header will be displayed center aligned, and its color will be blue, and its font family will be Vedana. So its font family will be Vedana. Okay, and also the paragraph also here. The paragraph will be in the red color, and the paragraph means, and its font family will be sans serif there. So once you are specifying this file separately, wherever you are going to use this one.css, the paragraph, the heading 2 will be taken from here. That style will be taken from here, and that style will be applied here. So simply I can say that all the styles, how actually how to display the font, how what is the color, what is the type of font, what is the background color, what is the color of the text. These all you'll specify separately in file, and from there you are going to take that styles and you are going to apply for the content which you are going to display in the HTML file. Okay, right. Now, as I told you, okay, the same explanation is given here. You can just go through this again and you can understand. Now, the second thing here is uh, this style sheets actually can be applied in 3 ways. So in 3 ways you are going to apply these style sheets. One is external style sheets, internal style sheets, and inline style sheets. There are 3 kinds of style sheets. So for all three cases we are going to discuss the program here. So in the external style sheet, what happened here is right now the example which is written here is an external style sheet. Means that style sheet file is separately placed and it can be adopted by any file which is actually including it in its link section. Any HTML file which is including it in its link section there. Okay. The internal style sheet is actually the one which is internally written, which is embedded in the HTML document itself. So if you observe here in this program, I will explain the other programs also, but just I'm explaining the code which is written here. In the head section, you're saying the style. The style tag is used. In the style tag, you're going to specify what should be the type, means what is the type here, what is the body color, the head one, the header one, font family, and the paragraph. All this we are specifying here. And now this particular style will be applied only to the content in this HTML document. So if you observe in the body h1, this is an internal style sheet is there. Now it is going to take the style from the style section there. The font will be displayed as Thoma. And the paragraph also, the margin will be left margin of 50 pixels and the font family with the Comic Sans here. Okay, so from internally it is going to take, and now this cannot be used externally. So for other HTML documents this cannot be used, but previously because it is written as a separate file, any file can take up that CSS file, but here it is applied only to that HTML document. And likewise, what you can do is you can go for the inline style sheets. So when you're going for the inline style sheets, now you can separately apply only to this, means that particular tag only. Like if you say H1 style margin, now here this is applied H1 style margin. Uh, Margin is 50 pixels. The text decoration is underlined, font family is time. Okay, so this is an internal means this is applied here for this header only. Now if you go for another header here, now this style is not applied for that internal header. Okay, so like that, we can use for the three style sheets here. So see here, inline will be highest preference. The next comes the internal, next comes the external here. Okay, so you can use the multiple style sheets in the same page also. You just go through the code, then you can understand how it can be done. Now, let us go and work out with our examples which are given in your lab program. Okay, now, here it is. So first, if I go to the internal, external style sheet, yes, I'm going through the code here. Here it is, the document. So it is given the document type HTML, the relation, the style sheet, the type is T, and I'm going to hreferen external.css. Now for this particular example, you have to save two files here. One is the external style sheet.html and another file external.css. So I will open, say here it is external.css. You can type this file in same notepad in notepad also. The only difference is the style sheet file is stored as with an extension .css, whereas the HTML file is stored with an extension .html. Now here I said body color should be black, body background is gray, and H2 text alignment is center. Okay, color is blue, font family is Verdana. So here the textual alignment is for the paragraph is red color. Okay, text align is red, font family is Papyrus. So now I used here, so I have an H2 heading also there, and the page on paragraph is also there. Now, so according to this, the H2 should be displayed with in blue color, center aligned, in font family Verdana, and paragraph should be displayed as Andhra Pradesh. So let me just execute it, then you can observe. Okay. So when you execute the file, so what happens here is the same style is applied to that HTML document and it is displayed. Okay. So just it is executing. Here it is. See. Andhra Pradesh is displayed in the red color, Kakinada in blue color, and background is gray. And Andhra Pradesh MSN campus is displayed. Now, just I will make a small change for you in the style actually, and then I will show you. See, instead of red color, if I say here green, okay, just I'm saving it. I'll go back here, and if you execute now, see, Andhra Pradesh is changed to green color. So now this CSS file, this external CSS file can be used and can in any document. In any document, you can use it as a reference here, and you can type the document. Then the same style is applied to all. Even the browser changes or any browser, any document, the same. The paragraph will be displayed in green color in so and so font. The heading 2 will be displayed at the center align in blue color. Background will be gray, and the other contents which are applying. So this is one program. Okay, I hope you understood. So now, next, let us go to the second program in the CSS, that is demonstrating us about the internal style sheet. The internal style sheet, as I told you, it is actually embedded in the document itself. In internal style sheet, so it is actually, of course, I just executed the program. The internal style sheet is actually embedded in the document itself. Now, if you observe the style sheet code here, okay, let me open it. Here it is. Now I'm going to internal style sheet there. In the internal style sheet, I'm just saying I'm using the style tag. In the style tag, I'm just specifying all the styles which I'm going to use in this particular document. See, in this style tag, I'm going to display all the styles here. Means I want the background color should be light blue. Now you can observe the execution here, the light blue background color. Next, for H1, the font family should be Thoma. Now if you observe Article 9 CMS and Campus, it is displayed in the Thoma font, and the paragraph should be Comic Sans. Okay, margin 50 pixels here. Now if you go here, the heading 1 alignment again. For the heading 1, I'm saying alignment center and Adhikavana 9ST here. Now this Adhikavana 9ST actually, because I specified it as a font family Thoma, it is displayed as Thoma font there. Then I have a paragraph. So paragraph, as I said, center alignment is center. I'm saying Kakinada, and the Kakinada is actually displayed in the Comic Sans font. Here it is. Okay. Right. That's it. That is about the internal style sheets. Now the last one under this is about the inline style sheets. So inline style sheets actually are used to apply for internal. Means for every separate tag you can specify. So here, see here, of course I have included the internal style sheet also here. Okay, the font family should be Thoma, color should be blue, and the font size should be 50. Now I'm saying head 1. So the head 1 should be, means this is only for the heading 1 for this line only. If I write another heading there, it's displaying thing will be different. I will just show you once I execute it. So its style should be margin left 50 pixels. Text decoration should be underlined. Font family times there. And Adhikavana STMSN Campus. Now this Adhikavana STMSN Campus is displayed in the font family times there. Left margin will be 50 pixels and it will be underlined. Okay. Now, just what I just want to show you here is, now if I write another heading here, okay, so let me say, okay, okay, just I'm including Kakinada here, another heading, just I'll show you the difference. Okay, now the paragraph here, the paragraph style color should be green, margin is left, it's 20 pixels, font weight should be bold, font family is Courier, and the Kakinada is displayed in the respective form. Now, see here, this style is only for this paragraph. The only difference I just want you to observe here, to know very seriously here, is this paragraph style is applied only to this paragraph. Now, for this paragraph, okay, for this paragraph, the above style is not applied. Instead, this style is applied, the one which is mentioned here. This style is applied because that is the common style and this is for the specific style. Now, if this is also not given, the default style will be applied, but not this style. Okay, now just let me execute it and show you the internal style sheet. sorry, it's not internal, it is inline. I have to execute the inline there. Okay, now here it is. The difference which I just want you to observe is this thing. Okay, this thing, the most important thing here. Okay, now heading 1, the style is applied only to the stop heading there, underline and everything. And for the bottom one, the style is different. The font style is also different. Everything, other things are different. Of course, the font may be same, but it is not underlined. Okay, it is not having 50 pixels left margin, etc. And also for the paragraph 1, which is displaying Kakinada, the font style is different. But here for Andhra Pradesh, the top one, which I have just mentioned, okay, that is second and it is. So overall, just what I just want to conclude here is this cascading style sheets are actually used for applying the styles to your document. Okay, document. So remember, your HTML document, HTML file is content based. It mainly concentrate upon what content should be displayed in the HTML document, whereas your CSS file is meant for what should be the style of the document and what styles it is going to display. So that's about the HTML programs and CSS. I will talk about the JavaScript in my next video. Thank you.